All right. Welcome to the first live recording of Instructions Not Included, presented by Sweetface Scans. I got the queen in the building.
Hey.
This is my lovely wife and co-owner of Sweetface Scans, Aisia Bates. How you doing today, my baby?
I'm doing lovely, and you, baby?
I'm doing great. So glad to get this started. Just a quick introduction of Sweetface Scans and who we are. And, I got a few questions for the lovely Aisia. Tell the listeners who we are and what services we offer.
Sweetface Scans is a 3D, 4D ultrasound. We offer services for pregnant women and their families so they can come see their little ones while the baby is still in the womb, of course. We're able to see the baby's gender, and either we can tell the family there on the spot, or we can put it in a sealed envelope so they can see it later. Also, we love to do 3D, 4D, and HD live images of the baby.
Give the listeners a little bit of why we created the service and the need for it.
One of my main reasons for creating a service like this was to empower women. So women can have the ability and the option to see their baby when they want to.
It's just been truly a blessing, not just for our pregnant families, but for us as well.
Absolutely, baby, absolutely.
How long have you been a sonographer?
I've been a sonographer for 18 years, plus 2 years of school, almost 2 years of schooling. So right at 20 years, and it's one of the best things I've ever done as far as career is to become a sonographer. And my main goal the whole time was I absolutely love babies. No matter what I did, I've scanned every part of the body, but babies were my absolute favorite.
Prior to becoming a sonographer, doing ultrasounds, you did x-ray, correct?
I'm an x-ray technologist as well. Of right at 22 years I'm going into this year.
Yeah.
Which that was probably, I would say, my first love. I loved to do x-rays as well, but knew pretty early in my career that I would be going into ultrasound, and got in the next term into ultrasound school coming out of x-ray. So it was a very selective process. Just a little bit about it. Over 100 plus applicants, and they took in only 16 of us at that time, and 15 out of 16 made it to graduate. It was truly a life learning experience. I don't think I've ever studied so much in my life.
Nice.
So, but it was a great experience. I'm thankful for it.
Where did the name Sweetface come from? Sweetface Scans.
So there was a very popular TV show. It's a series that was on, and she had a little boy, and his name was Mr. Sweetface. I absolutely loved the show, and I loved when she would call him Mr. Sweetface. So I went through, my trial and error with coming up with names for our business. So can't be Mr., can't be Miss, because we have boys and girls, unisex. And, I wanted to keep it equal for everyone. So I came up with Sweetface Scans. And I didn't tell anybody the name but my husband and my oldest daughter. And I was like, what do y'all think about this? And they was like, yeah, we love it. So for many years, I kept that name under wraps. We moved from Louisiana to Georgia in 2017, and I still would not tell my friends the name of the business. They were like, well, what are you going to name it? I was like, I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure, because I wanted it to be a surprise for everyone, because I really thought about it and said, all of these little sweet faces I will see in the 3D, 4D ultrasound, that is what I'm going to call it, Sweetface Scans.
Sweetface Scans.
That's the one beautiful thing about my job. That's one of the beautiful things about my job. And owning a business is meeting the people, engaging in their lives and engaging in conversation with them about their pregnancies and what they're going through. They're so giving in allowing us to be a part of their life. And I
Yes.
truly respect it, and I'm thankful for each and every one of them.
So what made you want to own your own business, though?
I have been in the medical field for, I think, like I said, about 22 years, and worked several hospitals and doctor's offices. And it came a point in time where I was starting to become unhappy with my job. Coming home, not being myself. I have a girlfriend who calls me Bubbles. So not being myself, just being kind of angry and upset with, I didn't really know what, So upon analyzing, meditating, praying over it, I realized that it was my job. It was the politics of the job. It was some of the people on the job. It was me being under somebody else's thumb all the time. And I know I'm a very talented person who could do whatever I wanted to do. And thank God I had you, babe, behind me saying, when I brought it to your attention, you were like, yeah, let's do it. And I was scared shits. I'm like, let's do what? So it was an idea way before we moved to Georgia to open up our own 3D, 4D. I had two girlfriends that owned their own shop and back home, and I just didn't want to step on their toes. A lot of my friends were like, you should do it anyway. You should do it anyways. You know so many people. You'll be very successful at what you're doing. Open your own 3D, 4D. I'm like, no, I can't, because I respect them so much that I don't want to step on their toes, because I know people were coming to see me, because my customers really like me. We become attached to each other, basically. So anyway, moving here, I started to write a business plan, and that took about 6.5 months, and I had no idea what I was doing, but I was going through the motions, learning all the steps of a business and how to run a business. While Claude, you kept it, you held it down, you were still working and taking care of everything. And so
Yeah, it was definitely a process.
it was a process.
But it was something that we both put on our vision board. We both wrote it down. We made it tangible. We've connected the dots over the years. And so we just to, in closing, I'm just gonna let everybody know where y'all can find us at. You can definitely go online at sweetfacescans.com. You will see all the services that we offer. You can schedule your appointments. If you have any questions, you can access through the website, or even, contact us on Facebook. We're on Facebook and Instagram. We're actually located at 44 Darby's Crossing Drive, Suite 112 in Hiram, Georgia. That's 30141. You can go there. You can give us a call at 678-398-7218. But it's just so much easier if you can go onto the website and see the services that we offer, and book you a session. Come on out, check us out, and get you some keepsake memorabilia. Something that once in a lifetime that you can always look back on. We do offer those heartbeat bears as well, so capture the baby's heartbeat, put it in the bear. I think those things are just so.
The
Wish
priceless.
They was, yeah, it's priceless. I wish that they had those back, when our kids were born. Even if they did, I wasn't aware of it. I'll tell you that. So as we close out, we just want to thank all the listeners for checking us out. shout out to everybody. We will be connecting with everyone with these lives, you know.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to having more interviews and getting, guests appearing on the instructions not included and being able to just share your experience. So, in closing, anything that you'd like to, tell our viewers, our listeners?
Just like to thank you for tuning in and listening to us tonight. Just explaining a little bit about our businesses and our upcoming journeys that we have in our lives. But thank you.
Thank you. We're signing out from Sweetface Scans and the instructions not included live. Once again, we want to thank you. This concludes our session. We'll see you again next week.